Hey y'all, good morning. Welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. It is very early. I think it's 5:54, but I had to sneak out so I could get a couple readings done. So let's see what we've got. I'm using the Lightseers Tarot. I'm also watching Kate and Leopold because this movie used to bring me a lot of joy at one point in my life. So, alright. I'm tired. I didn't get very good sleep. I think it's the full moon energy. Or people in my energy because of the full moon. Either way. Okay. So yesterday I was wearing like really loose glitter on my eyes. I don't know if you can tell. I don't think you can, but my eyes are really bloodshot. Your eyes are all bloodshot. My tea is the perfect temperature, and I need some lip gloss, and then we'll get started. Hi, good morning. We don't celebrate or participate in daylight savings in this state, but I think my son, I don't know, he woke me up the past 2 days at like 6 o'clock. So I kept him up last night to hopefully get him to sleep. So we'll see. Alright. What can you tell this collective? Today is a full moon in Taurus. And that's all about creating a practical plan for whatever it is you are doing. King of Wands, the Hermit, and the Hierophant. It's all masculine energy. Oh no, it doesn't necessarily need to be masculine energy, but in the cards, it is depicted as such. Masculine energy is the doing energy. It's the, again, with this full moon, practical application of, the Empress. What are you creating in the Knight of Cups? What are you creating? What are you nurturing? Empress is like the ultimate divine feminine energy. Yeah, my eyeballs hurt. 10 of Wands, walking away from what no longer serves you. We've got 3 major arcana and 3 minor arcana. Wand energy is spiritual energy, fire energy. My eyeballs are killing me. Anyway. I don't know, maybe there's something that you are seeing for the first time. With the Hierophant, maybe you're awakening your third eye. Maybe you're starting to take off your rose-colored glasses. In the Yin Yang deck, clarity and confusion is on like the rose-colored glasses card. So maybe there's something that you're gaining clarity about because I keep talking about my eyeballs. Are like hugging my eyeballs. I've never really envisioned it like that. Hello? Anything else? At least 2 more cards to finish this little spread, please. So what are you waking up to? What are you walking away from? I know this isn't my best work. I'm very tired. What has become too heavy to bear? I don't know because we're not getting any more cards. Can you clarify? Thank you. King of Swords. Damn. King of Wands and King of Swords. Balancing your mental and emotional. Not even balancing, like, graduating into a state of perfection is coming, but obviously that's not perfection, and the ability to practice balancing your mental and spiritual together. The spiritual and the mental, right? Not being intimidated by any challenges that may come spiritually, especially within these full moons. I know, so my family, my mom and my sister are both Tauruses, and I know they always try to do moon magic, especially around the Taurus full moon. And so I feel like, because yesterday I woke up and I'm like, I'm so tired. But like, there's like death magic being put on me. So the fact that all I'm experiencing is like a little bit of tiredness. My evil eye bracelet did break the other day, but I enjoy conniving energies, so I haven't I haven't made it again. But I don't know, I find joy in fuckery and chaos. That is the perfect temp. Anyway, so maybe you're with the Hermit and the Hierophant here. The Hermit is Virgo energy, and the Hierophant is about like awakening your third eye. So right now the South Node is in Virgo, so the energy of the South Node is very much comfort zone. It is being uncomfortable, but at least it's familiar kind of energy. That's the South Node. Now, Virgo is in South Node until next summer 2026. And so Virgo is this hermit energy, finding balance in all aspects, right? And taking the time to do so, allowing yourself to pull back from society, friends, family, placing these boundaries to keep yourself in a space in which you can explore your enlightenment, you know? The Hierophant is all about elevated thinking. This card always gives me Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin, if you feel so called to listen to that. The Hermit also has this little pathway, but obviously it's not elevated. But again, allowing yourself to walk away from things that are either too binding. It's like a imprisonment energy. Probably not literally for most folks, but very much I feel like a prison in this relationship, experience, career, geographic location. I need to make moves. Yesterday, so I was laying down in bed and I was like, I wanted to be doing something on my phone, and I was like, you know what, I would love to live where the Goonies took place, right? I'm running into a lot of dead ends where I am right now, and not because of my lack of trying, but it feels like this geographic location is I don't know, it feels like this isn't going to be as forever as I thought. I don't know, but that's just the feeling I'm getting. And so I was looking at so I was like, I googled, I was like, where or what town was the Goonies in, because that house is real, right? Mikey's house. They were like Astoria, Oregon. So I was like, okay, Zillow, let's look at real estate in Astoria, Oregon. And I'd found this house I love. Obviously, I don't want to get a mortgage, but I was just looking at everybody's houses there, and they are very Goonies coded, like old school houses, and they're all very original. Like they're not cookie cutter houses. Like all of the houses I were looking at were like very The floor plans were original. The amenities, the decorations. I was like, this is cool. I fell in love with this house. If you want to go look at it, it had the purple trim on the outside. It had all these gardens and very wooded inside. It was cute. I think it was like the same family that built it has been living there forever. But it's like $600,000. The housing market is insane. I would never want a mortgage, but I don't know. I'm just thinking about, one day I was looking at real estate in Scotland, and there was this like little inn for sale. I've got like a fuck ton of animals. I'm not going to be moving overseas at this point in my life. But all that to say is, like, allow yourself to dream, allow yourself to think about the what could be's instead of the what ifs, right? And allow yourself to kind of vision board it. For me as a manifester, if I can visualize something, I can bring it into this reality. So allow yourself to not be limited by your own sight, right? The eyes and the eyeballs and vision is very, very important for this reading. So allow yourself to see other opportunities for you, and make it happen. Now, we just had the High Priestess coming out. The High Priestess is the feminine counterpart to the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is all about your consciousness, allowing yourself to elevate in your consciousness and your thinking, critical thinking, ability to not be limited by the 3D reality around you, but to envision a greater reality for yourself and for others, right? Because everything we do over here on my channel is not only about our own well-being and liberation, but the collective liberation of everyone around us, right? And our part in that. With the High Priestess, this is very much open channel to divine, to whatever it is you believe in, including your higher self, right? Being able to awaken your clair abilities, your clairsentience, claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairaudience. There's two more. All of your five senses have a clair ability attached to them. I don't like that lighting. Why does it change? I'm getting the movie Serendipity because it also has this scene where the fire alarm goes off. But either way, the High Priestess is a master alchemist, someone who can transmute anything into a more, it's a weird word. I'm getting profitable, but this isn't about capitalism. It's about, or money in general. It's about, but being able to transmute and alchemize anything, including the things that no longer serve us. Being able to recognize it, walk away from it, and then transmute it into something more beneficial for whatever it is that we're creating, okay? This is a lot of magic. A lot of magic. I mean, the Empress is the ultimate nurturer. It's like Sky Mommy energy. Zaddy, but for the feminine. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, chicken wing? Alright, I'm starting to wake up, finally. What else can you tell us about this? I haven't touched on the Knight of Cups. There could be a love offer happening. It is a love offer. But it's still a night. So maybe there's someone who is allowing themselves to, I don't want these. I want them to come out. Okay, I'll take them. Alright, hang on. We have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This energy is always for me. Every reader has their own moral compass. For me, this is a visual of past, present, and future energies for self being guided by something larger. So allow the past to inform your present and allow that present to create the future for you. Don't bring the past into the future. Allow it to inform it, so you can make changes as needed and wanted and desired. Alright, now we have we're going to go over these two first. We have the Four of Cups and the Six of Cups. So this is interesting. The one that's missing is the Five of Cups, which is about giving too much emotion to something that's not returning it, like that unrequited love. But it doesn't necessarily need to be with another person. It could be just like for what I'm using my example about this, the dead ends that I keep having in my life. Like, I keep offering college courses, no one signs up. I'm offering the ambulance, people aren't coming. So there's this energy of boredom of what's happening. Why isn't what I've poured into pouring into me energy, right? Which again could be more of a Five of Cups energy, but this Four of Cups is definitely it's kind of the same energy. It's like you have this one full cup, but you're focused on everything that isn't working out instead of focusing on making this one work out, right? So again, allowing yourself to keep options open, allowing yourself to pivot when things aren't playing out exactly how you wish they would, allowing yourself also the grace of time and patience, which is what this Six of Cups speaks to. Allowing yourself to recognize your growth and process through this, even if it's not as fulfilling. So for me, I'm constantly centering around, okay, so other people aren't coming. That's okay. I am so proud of this business. It might not be exactly what I want yet. I have to still paint the truck. We have to get a mechanic in there to figure things out. But I'm still, with what I have, offering it, right? So allowing yourself to not be frustrated with I'm even getting like the limiting beliefs of those around you. Like, I feel like for me it feels like it's something larger, but I'm also someone who like constantly thinks about things personally. So for me it feels like this could be a political or religious, maybe this community has spread things about me. I mean, I feel like that's like the worst case scenario. And also standing on my own feet and being like, that's whatever. I'm not going to, what is this word? Compromise. Thank you. I'm not going to compromise my stance or my integrity for the I'm getting like a participation trophy for like the acknowledgement of others. I've grown out of that. I grew out of that in like the 8th grade. It's not something that I'm going to be doing. So allowing yourself to, sure, maybe you're not fully fulfilled, but allow yourself to recognize your growth, your process, and be proud of that. Be firm in that. Know that what you've done is awesome, right? unless it's not. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure that what you've done is awesome. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Star. So the Wheel of Fortune speaks to ending of cycles and new beginnings, right? Because every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end, right? Also, again, with this balancing of or I don't know if it's again this reading, but with this dark and light energy, you always have a choice. You have a choice if you want to continue these cycles, or if you would like to shed light on them and finish them, heal them. And then we have the Star energy. So, like, again, keep nurturing your process. This is all about this balance of, we have a lot of Cups energy here. I mean, Cups is the majority of the minor arcana here. And then we have 2 wands. So this is about finding that balance between your emotional, mental, spiritual lives here in a material world. And I think with this Empress card, you can see the earth. She's like pregnant with the earth, right? So our sacral energy right here is where it's like life force energy. So like when we're harnessing our relationship to whatever it is we believe, right? When we are allowing ourselves to be open to like greater realms of consciousness, both on this planet and beyond, we bring this light energy down and through us, and we can manifest whatever it is we want, right? But we do have to end cycles that are no longer serving us, and even call ourselves out when we are allowing ourselves to feel victimized or unsatisfied. There's a constant pivot and reframe that needs to happen when we get into that energy, and that's what the elevated thinking is. It's this ability to not let anything on this 3D reality bog you down so much that you lose sight of the greater picture, right? Your greater purpose. Okay, I know I'm like really low energy, but I'm starting to wake up. My eyeballs aren't stinging so much. Alright. Let's get a couple. I hope this was helpful. A lot of this stuff is channeled when I do my readings. I don't even know what I'm saying, just a heads up. I usually watch them back and I'm like, oh wow. Alright, out of limitations come creativity. It's all perspective. Look on the bright side. Live each day with grace and authenticity, and start each day with a grateful heart, and make it the best day ever. Have a good one.